It's your boy H2, Soundproze Productions and SoundShowRadio. Got my girl Meka Baby in the building with me.
You already know it's your girl Meka Baby.
That's a fact, man. Meka Baby, you already know SoundShowRadio. You know what I mean? It's two of us getting it done for the night, man. It's the same way we hosted the last Indie Artist Spotlight Special. You know what I mean?
Fact.
This is another SoundShowRadio news and reviews / Indie Artist Spotlight Special, right, Meka Baby?
You know
what I mean? Let's get this going, man. You know how we do, man.
Let's go.
Before we do, as we always have to say, you know what I mean? All SoundShow displays are brought to you by, you know what I'm saying, SoundShowRadio and the Matrix Studio Network. Streaming through iHeartRadio, Party 101.9 channel. You already know, man. SoundShowRadio, we've been holding it down for a few years, you know what I'm saying? So we just getting ready to continue on to represent, displaying the hottest indie and mainstream hip-hop and R&B from artists all over the world, right, Meka Baby?
No, that's a fact.
That's what we do, man. That's what we've been doing. That's what we're going to continue to do. So let's turn up the Soundproze SoundShowRadio imprint, and, you know what I mean, to get you started.
Good afternoon, everybody.
It's really good evening, good night, right?
Happy Saturday, everybody.
How we do, Meka Baby?
Yeah, man. Good afternoon.
SoundShowRadio tonight.
In the building.
That's a fact, man. SoundShowRadio squad in the building, right, Meka Baby?
Building.
As you can see, whether it's 2, 4, whether it's 4 of us, 3 of us, 2 of us, or 1 of us, we're gonna get it done. Like the last show I put on at the Matrix Studio, right, Meka Baby? Make sure y'all check that out, man. SoundShowRadio Season 13, Episode 3. Featuring myself alone, H2 the solo statement show was definitely a statement piece, right, Meka Baby?
Yeah,
definitely put on, you know, letting people know why I'm the leader of SoundShowRadio, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody who supports what I'm doing. Shout out to everybody who supports what we're doing, man. That's a fact, right, Meka Babe?
You know.
You know what I mean? We're going to get it started with some SoundShowRadio news and reviews, right, Meka Babes?
Let's go.
Man, you know how we do. You can spark up the pre and all that. You see the pre?
No doubt.
You get that sparked up and all of that.
Sir.
You already know, man. SoundShowRadio, we always displaying. We don't be playing, you know what I mean? You know how we do, man. I'm just getting everything lined up for what I want to show. You know how we do, man. Shout out to everybody who's supporting us, man. We appreciate it. You know how we do this, man. About to line up some stuff that I want to check out, Meka Baby. Let's start off with some news about myself, H2 of the Soundproze and SoundShowRadio. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start off with this, you know what I'm saying? Me showing the making of Timeless music video, right, Meka Babe?
Yeah.
Let's get into that real quick. SoundShowRadio news and reviews, man. Let's go.
Timeless music right now. Video from my boy TK the artist. Used by your boy H2 Soundproze Productions.
Right.
Dro F4 Entertainment. Justice in the
Right. Make sure the volume is up on everything.
I mean, working right now, B. You already know how we do this, man. Beautiful Saturday, man. Harlem. The 3D mirror is amazing.
Yeah, man. So this is what we shooting the video. This is the making
We got so many hot scenes for this video.
Timeless music.
Right. I see that's the nigga who did it, right? They killed this. The whole shit said Harlem. You see it, right, Just? H-A-R-L-E-F, yep. They killed it. All the fame. Yeah, they killed it, though. But yeah, man, we out here working right now, Saturday. You already know. Horror Pays Up 2 available for another couple weeks. TK new project.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. Swipe it for me, Meka Babe. Yeah. Now we got a little. I showed a little clip of the actual video. You know what I mean?
Yep. Timeless music.
Yeah, that's a fact. You already know a little clip of the video. I go to the next swipe, man. That's playing Timeless music at PSM Matrix. You already know, man.
You know what we do. Shout out to the Matrix Studio Network.
The Matrix Studio Network.
Yeah. Trying to live it up like.
Yeah, that was a good show, right, Meka Baby? Season 13, Episode 3. Making sure everybody sees we're not stuck to the chairs, right? We're back to the moving around, all in the whole studio. Bleek, you know how we do this, man. You know how we do it, man. Yeah, that's a classic show right here. Thank you, baby. That's a classic show right there, Meka Baby, right?
I know, Ace. That was our lead source.
Yes, you know how we do this.
Yeah, this is how we do, man. SoundShowRadio, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Show some more news and reviews real quick, man. That is a fact, man. What else we want to talk about, Meka Baby?
Called Timeless Music.
Yo, you know what I mean? Those are some clips, man. Like I said, of us making timeless music video. Soundproze featuring TK the artist. You know what I mean? That's directed by Escobar Entertainment. The song is produced by me, H2 for Soundproze Productions. You know what I mean? Just throwing a little bit of light to make sure they can see us.
No doubt.
You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Yeah, we getting this going, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, once again, shout out to everybody who supports what we doing. You know what I mean? See the SSRS hat, SoundShowRadio Squad hat. You know what I'm saying? Made by Lab Supreme. This also is an acronym for different things, man. Stay strong, reach success. You know what I'm saying? Stay solid, reject suckers, and whatever else you want it to mean. But getting back to what I'm saying, man, we just displaying some hot content. You know what I mean? From the last shows, Meek, yo, I definitely put on from the last show, man. Make sure y'all check out season 13, episode 3. You know what I mean? Let me see which way it is this way. I think I'm gonna play the clips of us playing Loaded Lux, The Groove. That's a crazy record right there.
Keep it moving. This next record we about to get into, you know what I mean?
Let me see.
I gotta give a nice little roll with you, as usual.
Let me see which one is this.
So whether I got people with me or not,
Yeah, let's go.
Get you. Get you as usual, you know how we do. SoundShowRadio. So whether we're gonna keep it moving. This next record we about to go. For that, we about to get into this record. Soundproze featuring TK the artist. The show is called Timeless Music. Including this artist, so this next song I'm about to get into.
Shout out to my boy Loaded Lux, right, Meka Baby? Yo, Loaded Lux, man. Yo, this record, The Groove, that I played on, on the show, man, the Loaded Lux, The Groove record is just picking up so much steam, man. We played this record on the Producer Society live music display. That record's picking up a lot of stream on there. We played this song on the Soundproze. The song is available on the Soundproze compilation, available for streaming and downloading on piff.com. Aired the song last week on the show, man. It was definitely a dope look. Let's check that out, right, Meka Baby? I'm gonna play the IG live version and then I'm gonna play the HD station version. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Loaded Lux. SoundShowRadio news and reviews, Meka Baby.
You know what I mean? Nothing is illicit in any way. All music is displayed for promotion use only. Just like to put our little disclosure before we continue on. You know how we do. SoundShowRadio displaying the hottest indie and mainstream hip-hop and R&B from artists all over the world. This next one we're about to get into, like I said, is by Loaded Lux, man. Shout out to my boy Loaded Lux, man. This record we're about to get into off the Soundproze compilation is called The Groove. Produced by me,
H2 for Soundproze Prod. Crazy, Meka Baby.
So let's get ready to get into that, man.
Crazy.
Shout out to CK on the check-in, man. I see you, my G. Let's go. Loaded Lux, Soundproze, The Groove.
Swipe one more time, Meka Baby.
This next song that I'm about to get into. Shout out to my boy Loaded Lux, man. Shout out to Loaded Lux.
We are working, man. This one is so crazy. I enjoy playing this song, Meka Baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go. You showed the Soundproze compilation and all that. Then I'm gonna play on the HD station style.
You got to shake something, stir it, don't hurt nothing.
Down show news and reviews, man. Gotta review this last show, cause it was hot, bro.
Shout out to my boy Lux, man, that's a fact.
Yeah, the track was fire, right, Meka Baby? We're gonna get right back to that pre-roll, you know that?
Yeah, man, once again, this is by Soundproze featuring Loaded Lux, the son is back at the revival. Soundproze compilation album is out now.
You showed the cover and all that, right? Right. Now we gonna swipe to playing that shit out loud. Now we gonna play it out loud. Let's go.
You got to shake some shit, don't hurt nothing. You got to shake some shit, don't hurt nothing. You know what? When a girl is gonna work, Soundproze do it. You want his order, 100%.
do, man. Yes, man. Walking around the studio, Meka Baby, you know what I mean? Getting used to it. You know how we do, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to my boy Loaded Lux, man. You already know how we do, man. Yeah, just going through some clips of this amazing show from last week, Meka Babes. Yo, man, that was a dope show. Definitely, man. Make sure y'all check it out. SoundShowRadio, Season 13, Episode 3. You know what I mean? That was a dope episode, Meka Babe. Let's see what more we gonna cover, man. Let's see what we got in the notes. Let's see what we gonna cover. Okay, also, before we get into a few things, we got Sound Show. We got H2 of the Soundproze to cover. We're doing that. We got Loaded Lux. We will cover that a little bit. And before I get into that, before I move on, I want to make sure that I put this out there. My boy Loaded Lux got a dope podcast out there called Rewind Fine is More to Fine. Make sure y'all check that out. I'm going to show y'all that real quick. You know what I'm saying? You know what it's all about, SoundShowRadio news and reviews, man. We just putting people up on different things to make sure that they stay aware and, you know what I mean, and to know about all the dopest shit for the culture. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact, man. You know, make sure you stay tapped in. Loaded Lux podcast, Rewind Fine, it's More to Fine, is available on YouTube. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all check it out on Loaded Lux channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show y'all right now. You know what I mean? That's a fact. Make sure y'all stay tuned. And make sure y'all check out all the stuff that he has going on, man. The Rewind Fine, More to Fine podcast is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show y'all some clips of some of that. You know what I mean? Let me see what we had on there. Okay, here's one right here with him and Charlie Clips. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Loaded Lux. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all check out this podcast, man. He has some dope guests on there and all of that. Rewind Fine is More to Fine. You know what I mean? I seen some of the dopest battle artists on there. And all of that, man. So as y'all can see over there, he had Charlie Clips up there. He had Hitman, Geechee Gotti, Murder Move, T-Rex, so much more, man. Rewind Fine is More to Fine podcast. You see that right there, man. So shout out to Loaded Lux as well, man. Make sure y'all check out his platform. You know what I'm saying? That's what we here to do, Meka Baby. We here to bring awareness to different things. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, on Saturday from 2 to 3, it's not enough time to display all the music we got, all the news and things for the culture. So we had to come up with another day, you know what I'm saying, to make sure we put out some more shows, more music, more content that we can display. You know what I'm saying? So that's a fact. Shout out to my boy Loaded Lux, you know what I'm saying? You know how we do, Meka Babes. Yeah, we about to move on and display some more content and some more SoundShowRadio news and reviews. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we're going to go to. Let's see what we're going to talk about. Let's get into this, man. SoundShowRadio squad going to see Smoke Dizza. You know what I mean? Shout out to Smoke Dizza, man. SoundShowRadio going to see Smoke Dizza, right, Meka Babe? That's a fact, man. Yo, man, this was dope, right, Meka Babe? We was in Harlem, man, at Mikey's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like a nice shop in Harlem, you know what I'm saying? Smoke Dizza had a little something going on.
Radio Squad, we came to show Dizza some love. Show them the box, y'all.
Look at Dizza face on the box.
We tried to get some. Y'all got no more of that, right?
That's like the ice cream bars with me. You remember back in the days when they had the wrestlers on the ice cream bars and shit? That's what that is. Shout out to Dizza, man. Shout out to Dizza, man. That's some real shit right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I really need the ice cream bars. It's part of the marketing shit.
I had Red Sea 77 with me.
Yeah, shout out to what I'm saying, man. We're gonna take a quick flick before we get up out of here with it. You know what I mean?
I had this So Hot Up guy with me, huh? I had So Hot Up guy with me too as well, you know what I mean? We ain't see him in a minute, but we working. See, outside, I came outside to get ready to make sure my man Dizza is ready, you know what I mean? So I could just catch a quick footage with him before I break out, you know what I'm saying? We just putting on a sneaker fest, man. Look at the sneaker fest, look at Dizza joints. At that time, we was coming from DTF, man. This was a couple years back. It's a nice flashback clip, you know what I'm saying? Smoke Dza and the Kush
Shout
Guard.
out to the Kush Guard. You know, I had to come show him some support, man. See you later, my G. We played Flip. You and Flip today at DTF Radio. I mean, we see you
That's
later,
my boy
G.
right there, man. You know what I'm
already
saying?
know, B. We just came to show support to the homie Dza.
Do it, Meka Babes.
Soundshow Radio Squad. Oh, okay.
You know how we do, right, Meka Babes? That's my boy Smoke Dza, you know what I'm saying? Soundshow Radio news and reviews, man. Going to see Smoke Dza at his event. You know what I mean? That shit was dope, Meka Babes, you know what I mean? Smoke Dza had like a nice event going on in Harlem, you know what I'm saying? You know, we had a lot of people stopping through and all of that. So we just had, I think we had just finished Sound Show episode 4, man. So that was a few years back. And then we had just went to see him at the event, you know what I mean? After the Sound Show. So shout out to Smoke Dza, the Kush Guard. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Shout out to Smokers Club, the whole shit. You know how we do, man. That's a fact, right, Meka Babes?
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's a dope one, man. I think I'm going to catch some clips of... That's a nice flashback clip, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to catch some clips of Loaded Lux and me at the Rocafella Event. And then we're going to move on to some other news. And then we're going to get into the 4 songs that we're going to play. You know what I'm saying? For the indie artist spotlight. So let's get into the Loaded Lux clip, man. Let's go. Me and Loaded Lux, man, promoting the Soundproze compilation. Right, Meka Babes?
Yeah.
Let's go. Once again, shout out to my boy Loaded Lux, man. You know how we do, man.
Compilation is available on that.
Yeah, we're gonna bring this. I'm gonna bring it right back. Because I'm getting started over.
That's a fact.
Let's go.
Boy, H2 Soundproze Productions, Loaded Lux. Make sure y'all pick up that Beloved too, man. That's in the streets, online. The Soundproze compilation is available on that.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Loaded Lux, man. You know what I mean? He definitely working.
Yeah, Mafia. I got TK the Artist, Blak Cz, Move, everybody, man. Let's do this shit, man. Real Harlem, man. You know what I mean? Make sure you support my boy. Videos for the groove, and it's like that on the way. You know what I mean? Soundproze compilation available on that pick. We're gonna holler at y'all later. Pick up that Beloved too. Bow. Harlem.
Yeah, that's how we do, right, Meka Baby? That is how we do, right? That is how we do, man. Shout out to my boy Loaded Lux, man. You know what I mean? We are working, definitely, man. Always displaying, man. You know how we do, man. I'm going to show a little cover of the Soundproze compilation. You know what I mean? Cover of the Soundproze compilation, man. I'm going to swipe and show the credits, too. Soundproze compilation available right now for streaming and downloading on thatpiff.com. You know what I'm saying? One of the dopest compilations out. You know what I'm saying? One of the dopest and the most firest compilations out, entirely produced by me, H2 for Soundproze Productions. Here's the credits. You know what I mean? That's a fact. Got H2, myself, H2, and Jack Thriller on the intro. Got AE, TK the Artist, Blak Cz. You know what I mean? A Mafia, Shice Bubston, The Man Child, Miss Nettie, Loaded Lux. You know what I mean? So many people on there, man. Make sure y'all check that out, B. Definitely a hot project, you know what I mean? Once again, the Soundproze compilation. You know what I mean? But now we moving on, me. So much fire stuff, man. So much dope shows and shit. Make sure y'all check all this out. We're going to talk about Jamil Peterson one more time in a minute before we close out, Meka Babes. You know how we do, man. I'm just going through some shit. Our first show with a lot of rapper was fire, too. Make sure y'all check that out, right? Make sure that y'all check that out, man. You know what I mean? That was dope right there. You know, available, man.
Yeah, go ahead, man. You know what I mean? Smaller room for bigger business boom. You know what I'm saying?
Smaller room, but classier space.
That's the very first show we had at the Matrix Studio.
101.9. Shout out to DSM Matrix Network. Shout out to Nexus Studios and all of that, man. You know how we do this shit. So we're going to talk to you about your Wazology project, man.
Look at this, man. Let's, you know what I mean?
Record, man. So we might as well go ahead and get
Let's let him get into this one right here. A lot of rapper performing me.
I'm in the crown forever, and haters, I dare you to try it. Me.
Tell you, Meka Baby, we got one of the hottest platforms gonna come up, bro.
Haters, I dare you to try it.
Shout out to LA the Rapper. You know how we do, man. That's a fact, B. We are working, man. That is a fact. We enjoying it, man. We enjoying ourselves. Hey, Meka Baby, I think you might have to mirror.
No doubt.
But yeah, man, we are working, man. SoundShowRadio. See my boy Ron Stone on the check. And what up, Stoney? Tell AK I said happy birthday, man. You already know how we do, man. Yo, we just putting on a little SoundShowRadio news and reviews, you know what I mean? And then we're going to do the in the scope indie artist spotlight, you know what I mean? Play a couple songs and shit, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody who supports what we doing, you know what I'm saying? All right, Meka Babes, what's going on?
You already know, Ace.
Yeah, I know you getting that TV remirrored. I know the deal, you know what I'm saying? That's a fact, man. While y'all do that, make sure y'all, while Meka Baby relines up the TV and all that for us, make sure you line up. You good to go, right?
No doubt.
Okay. Make sure y'all check out our SoundShowRadio channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show them the SoundShowRadio channel, Meek. And I'm going to come back over here to the screen.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Make sure y'all check out our SoundShowRadio channel. That's first and foremost, right?
First and foremost.
SoundShowRadio channel. You know what I'm saying? We are building up this platform. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody who supports what we're doing, man. That's a fact, man. We appreciate your support. You know what I mean? We got so many dope shows, you know what I mean? We got a few shows now at the Matrix Studio Network, and we got over 100 shows at DTF Radio, man. So make sure y'all check out all the content that we have available right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
We put in so much work over the years, and we got so much more to go. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Time to get to the bag and all of that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? That comes with putting together a platform such as SoundShowRadio. Right, Meka Baby?
No doubt.
So we're gonna get back to the news, man. We're gonna get back to the news. Let me see what you got over there.
Down.
It's time to get some clips of this Roc event. You know what I mean? Let's go to that. Let's start with the very first picture, which is right here, for me and Free. And then we gonna move into that. You know what I mean? Now we do SoundShowRadio news and reviews. See me and Freeway right there, man. Shout out to Freeway, you know what I mean? Coming from the Roc event, you already know how we do. Swiping from me, Meka Babes, you know what I mean? So we can move on. You know what I mean? Press hit it. That's Young Guns performing Can't Stop, Won't Stop. Shout out to Young Guns. Yeah, it's definitely lit at the Roc event. Yeah, stay tuned, Meek. Watch how I do the connectivity of what I'm doing right now to the clips, to what I'm going to talk about after the clips. You know what I'm saying? Let's see Meka Baby there with me. You already know. Now we do, man. SoundShowRadio news and reviews. Young Guns performing Can't Stop, Won't Stop, Meka Baby. Shout out to Young Chris. Shout out to Neat. Shout out to Neat Bucks. See Cliffy Bars with me. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact, man. That's right, Meka Baby.
There we go.
Yes, man. Picture with me and Young Guru. You know what I'm saying? Guru play the beat. Jay-Z engineer. Executive of Roc Nation, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
You already know. Shout out to Young Guru, man. That's a fact. You already know how we do this shit, man. SoundShowRadio news and reviews, right?
News and reviews.
We're going to show some shit today, you know what I'm saying?
Today.
That's how we doing it, man. Because we always playing music and stuff like that. Figure I'll show people some shit, man. Some news and some current events going on with us, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Going on with me at Soundproze Productions and going on with us at SoundShowRadio, you know what I mean?
You know it.
So, you know, I'm controlling what we're looking at on the screen.
No doubt.
Give me a second. Yeah, we going to the next Roc event picture, which is this one. You know what I mean? So once again, I start off with where I left off at, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Me and Guru, you know what I'm saying? And if you go into the likes, you see Guru and people from Rocafella liking the pictures and stuff like that in the post, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, once again, shout out to Young Guru, Jay-Z engineer and executive at Roc Nation. Go ahead, swipe left, Meka Baby.
No doubt.
All right, hit that.
Then we figured out a way to make it into the group side.
That's just Blaze and Guru talking.
That was one of the last records done for the album. That wasn't an early record. That was almost towards the end.
Yeah, all right. Yep, Just Blaze's voice is sharp, man. You know, shout out to my boys, Just. You know what I mean?
It was like one of the last records. It was in the cut for a minute, put it like that. It was in the cut for a minute.
I think the dopest thing.
So that's Just Blaze and Guru talking, you know what I mean? Right, keep swiping.
Then we figured out a way to make
This attitude like it's us against everybody.
Nah, that's Jim Jones. Shout out to Jim Jones, Capo.
Dipset. Like unfortunately now the competition and everything we can do to win, we gotta do, no matter where we at. And that was the attitude we took. So when we got up in Rocafella, he was like, man.
SoundShowRadio news and reviews, huh? That is right.
Competition. Same rappers that we grew.
Now, Meka Baby, who's this? H2 and Just Blaze.
Right? Say, right? You did the Coming to America beat that didn't clear, right? Here your stuff is Just Blaze. We got to play it, man.
Let's go. Just Blaze. Shout out to Just Blaze, right, Meek? You know how we do, man. So you know how we do, right, Meka Baby? You know what I'm saying?
I was hot.
Right. You know how we do, man. Shout out to Just Blaze. So what was happening right there? He was confirming, you know what I mean, what I was talking about with the Dipset track. What's really good, you know what I'm saying? That myself and Q730 produced. You know, he was confirming that the sample didn't clear and they had to remake it, but the one that we originally did is the one that everybody loves, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Just Blaze, you know what I'm saying? That's a fact, man, you know what I mean? That's a major cosign right there. To get a cosign from a multi-platinum producer like Just Blaze, you know what I'm saying? You know, that event was at Highline Ballroom, you know what I'm saying? That was a couple years back, it's a flashback. You know what I'm saying? But this is some Sound Show Radio news and reviews, man. This is what we do this for, you know what I mean? A lot more things need to be spoken about and seen, you know what I'm saying? You don't just play music, there's a lot more going on, you know what I'm saying? That's a fact, you know what I mean? And that's us, that's me talking about that on, you know what I'm saying? Me talking about, you know, what Just Blaze was confirming, you know what I mean? On our other platform, you know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to the first home of Sound Show Radio, which is DTF Radio. We will always love DTF Radio, even though we're moving on to the next level.
Continue to promote what we're doing, right, y'all?
That's 100.
Alright, what's the next question we got, Meka Baby?
Alright, H2, so the next question we have
Get an interview by Meka Baby.
Some of the artists
I see you, Meka Baby.
on indie and mainstream.
Oh,
yeah, you know how we do, man.
Question. Okay, I had the privilege, like I said, to score tracks on state property when the movie. Right. Shout out to my cousin once again, Abdul, for directing the movie. He's the Rocafella director. Shout out to Rocafella for allowing that, because just because I produced the beats and Abdul is my cousin, they didn't have to clear the music.
That's a fact.
Of course, the stuff fit and it was hot, and you know we took it from there. I also went on to co-produce a track for Diplomats, you know what I mean?
No doubt.
You know, along with Q730, What's Really Good, the original version.
Right, you know what I mean? That's enough, Meka Baby, for right now, you know what I'm saying?
With that, right? So
that's enough, you know what I mean? Thank you. So, you know what I mean? That's exactly what Just Blaze was confirming, you know what I mean? The track that we produced for Dipset, What's Really Good, you know what I'm saying? That is a fact, man. So, you know, it's just some Rocafella clips, and before we move on, you know, you'll see the correlation to why I did that, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole Roc, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think we got one more clip too, Meka Baby. We got one more clip. Let me see. We got one more clip, yeah. We got one more Roc clip, which ends the event. You know what I'm saying? This one right here. This one. You know what I mean? Press our volume on that. Yeah.
Frank, we're at the bottom. I think each one of these people up here and chocolate.
So this is the end of the Rocafella event. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you guys
As you can see, I was right there in the front, right? That's HipHop right there. Lenny S on the stage. Jim Jones, Freeway, Young Chris, Just Blaze, Pigs. Shout out to Lenny S. You saw him, right, man? Yeah, it was dope that night at Highline Ballroom, yo. Yeah, that shit was crazy, you know what I'm saying?
You were, you know, at the highest rank or at the bottom. I think each one of these people up here and chocolate.
Yeah, man, that was fire, me. Just swipe for us.
Thank you guys for building.
Swipe for us, yeah. Yeah, bring that volume back.
Tonight, right, Cliff? Yo,
this is afterwards. Me and Cliffy Bars, director, executive.
Listen, man, yo, we got some good footage, man. Everybody out here, B. Soundproze, you know what I'm saying?
Tell them that documentary on the way.
Yo, the documentary's coming. I'm filming.
Right.
I'm editing. I'm shooting.
Shout out to I got Cliffy Bars, man.
Compilation documentary, you bringing everybody out, man. All the different artists out. You know what I mean? I'm about to get on my independent DJ Khaled shit with my boy.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Play no games with
Tell them we brought him out tonight, man. The Rocafella Event, everybody out there. Tell them, man, Freeway, Chris, Neef, all these niggas right across the street, man. This is real out here.
Freeway right there. Jim Jones just left a little while ago.
Right.
A lot of people from Rocafella Records.
Right. We is out here, B. It's not a game, B. You know what I mean? You about to jump in the
fact,
and go back uptown.
We good to go, Meka Baby.
Go get the car, Cliff. I'm right here. We're gonna holler at y'all later, B. Come on.
Yeah, that's a fact, Meka Baby. Thank you for helping me You know what I'm saying? That's a dope flashback, man. We're having a good time with the news and reviews, right, man? So as you see how much this is relevant, right, to what we're doing with the show, right? This is so much more, it's so much relevant to what we're doing because a lot of people here see us display music, the hottest Indian mainstream and all of that. And we talk a little something, but, you know, we don't get into as much as is really going on, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I have to like the pre-meet, get that going. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm dogging here and all of that. What up, D? Don't get him hyped up, hun. Where you going? Yeah, you already know, man. We having a good time. So like I said, man, shout out to that. You know, that was clips of me at Rocafella Event. You know what I mean? Leading up to me talking about this on SoundShowRadio News and Reviews, man. Shout out to Memphis Bleek, man. And his deal, man, with his podcast deal, man. Shout out to Memphis Bleek and the Roc Solid podcast. Make sure y'all check that out, man. Shout out to Memphis Bleek. That night at the event, you know what I'm saying? Memphis Bleek wasn't at that event. As you can see, Bleek wasn't there. Jay-Z wasn't there. Kanye wasn't there. Dame Dash wasn't there. And maybe that's about it. You know what I mean? Other than that, everybody else was pretty much there. Oh, yeah, Beanie Siegel wasn't there. And PD Crack wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So it was a few people that was there from the Roc and a few people wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? But make sure y'all check out this new podcast from Bleek, though, man. The Roc Solid podcast. You know what I'm saying? The latest episode got Young Chris on it, right, Meka Baby? We just showed Young Chris and them performing Can't Stop, Won't Stop, right? That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Bleek, shout out to Rocafella, shout out to Roc Nation, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who appears on there. You know what I mean? Look at this, Meek. You know what I mean? We're going to show some clips real quick. You know what I mean? That's some of the people who appeared on the Roc Solid podcast with Bleek. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we having a good time on the SoundShowRadio News and Reviews, right, Meka Baby?
Yeah, you already know. Having a nice time.
You already know, man. You know what I'm saying? Just want to show people a little bit of what's going on, man. Shout out to Bleek, man. Roc Solid podcast, man. Make sure y'all check that out.
What it do, y'all? You already know we back with another exclusive.
Who's that right there sitting next to me?
Here.
Young Guru that I showed me in the picture. So if y'all see what's going on, man. If y'all see what's going on, man. There's no cap, man. I definitely, you know what I'm saying, a phantom with this music industry shit. You know, definitely one of the people who was a second string up and coming Rocafella producer. Just didn't make it all the way before the Roc broke up yet. But I done a few little things like score music on state property, co-produced tracks for Diplomats, and scored, you know, did a joint on Freeway's mixtape. I did a few things here and there. So that's why, as y'all can see, people know who I am, right, Meka Babe? That's a fact. Shout out to Bleek, man. You know what I mean? I was introduced to Bleek by my cousin Abdul Malik on State Property 1 video shoot. You know what I mean? You know, movie shoot, actually. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my cousin Abdul for introducing me to M. Bleek. You know what I'm saying? Right, that's a fact. But y'all see him and Young Guru right there on the Roc Solid podcast. Make sure y'all go check that out, right, Meka Babes? That's a fact, man. SoundShowRadio News and Reviews. You know how we do, man. No doubt. You know what I mean? We having a good time, you know what I'm saying? You know, one more time, check out Memphis Bleek's Roc Solid podcast, man. You know what I mean? I just showed y'all footage with me at the Roc event. You know, this one right here is with him and Young Chris. You know what I'm saying? Myself and Meka Baby just showed you the footage of me at the Roc event, and Young Guns was performing Can't Stop, Won't Stop. So obviously they were there, right? If they were performing the record, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a fact, right, Meka Baby?
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, man, you know, shit loading up, you know how we do, MPC right there. You know, here we go, man. That's his episode with him and Young Chris. You know what I'm saying?
I was a baby. Yo, see, I was thinking.
Shout to Memphis Bleek, man. Shout to Young Chris.
Stories, man.
Yeah, right?
You remember the shorty, your earring?
Oh my God. Yeah, man. Shout to Bleek, man. Shout to Young Chris from the Young Guns. You already know, man. Make sure y'all check out that Roc Solid podcast, right, Meka Babes? You already know how we do, man. Make sure y'all tap in, B. You know what I mean? One of the latest episodes he got also is with Pain in the Ass, man. If y'all don't know who that is, that's the guy who says the intro to Jay-Z's Okay, I'm Reloaded. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy Pain in the Ass. You know what I mean? The next thing, pause, you know what I mean? The next thing I'm going to show is some more exclusive pictures and things from Rocafella. I'm going to show you a throwback picture with me, H2 of the Soundproze, and Pain in the Ass, huh? I'm gonna show them all kind of exclusive pictures of links from state property and all of that, man. So stay tuned, man. You know what I mean? As far as apparel, Dipset clothing, state property clothing, you know what I mean? From the archives and all of that, man. Stay tuned. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just show that I've been involved, you know what I mean, over these years. You know what I'm saying? Right, that's a fact. You know what I mean? May not have made it all the way like Just Blaze and all of that, and the rest of and Bink and some of these other producers, but you know, people know who I am. Did a couple things here and there as far as the production, you know what I'm saying? So once again, shout out to Bleek. You see his episode with Pain in the Ass, man. He's the one who says, okay, I'm reloaded, and all of that. You know, the Scarface-like voices on the intro of Jay-Z albums. You know what I mean?
Before Jerry Springer.
There is no Jerry Springer.
No, he had wild shit going on.
Jerry Springer put us on the hedonism.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There is no. The only person you could call it.
Yeah, they is having wild combos, man. Make sure y'all check out Roc Solid podcast, you know what I mean, and see what they talking about and why they were talking about it. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact, man. Shout out to Memphis Bleek. Shout out to Roc Nation. Shout out to Roc Solid podcast, man. Shout out to Young Guru. Shout out to Young Guns, and shout out to Pain in the Ass, man. You already know. You know how we do, Meka Baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gonna move on, man. Let's show some clips of Jamil Peterson, man. SoundShowRadio news and reviews. Before we move on, man, and close out and play some music, we gonna show some clips of Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy, and how this whole thing connected, you know what I'm saying, with Auntie Risa meeting him. And then these guys saying that they're going to come and do an interview with us on SoundShowRadio, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to see what happens with that, you know what I'm saying? You know, Jamil Peterson was saying he was trying to wait till the Diddy trial was over, then he wanted to come sit down with us at SoundShowRadio, Meka Baby. So, you know what I mean? We just want to see if that's going to happen, if we're going to keep up his word. And other than that, it's cool if he do, it's cool if he doesn't. You know, I'm into music business. And, you know, I just try to give people a chance to sit down on my platform and talk about the things that they have going on. If they make it, they make it. If don't, we don't. You know what I'm saying? But the platform is available for people who want to come through and display what they have going on from all levels. You know what I'm saying? You know? Before we get into Jamil Peterson, too, you know what I mean? We got to definitely talk about Twan Da Dude. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Twan Da Dude, right, Meka Baby? We got to do that, man. We got to do that. Shout out to my boy Twan Da Dude. Twan Da Dude has been featured on networks like Trend TV and Nadas TV. You know what I'm saying? He's been featured shows like Real Side Chicks of Charlotte. He's been featured on Coming Up Miami. He's been featured on Real Side Chicks of LA and more. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my boy Twan Da Dude, you know what I mean? I just played his song, you know what I mean? I Don't Know on the last Sound Show, right, Meka Babe? And he reposted the show. He reposted it. He reposted the clip of me playing his song, man. So shout out to my boy Twan Da Dude, you know what I mean? Twan Da Dude has over. Let's go into that, Meka Baby. Right? We showing everything that we talking about, right? This is a show and tell fest, you know what I'm saying? Sound Show news and reviews, man. So let's go. Shout out to my man Twan Da Dude, man. As you can see on his Instagram page, my boy Twan Da Dude has 335K followers. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my boy Twan Da Dude. You know what I mean? As you can see, affiliated with Nadas TV, Trend TV, and more. You know what I'm saying? That is a fact. You know what I mean? So if a person like him could take the time out of his day, Meka Babe, to repost, you know what I'm saying, a person like me at SoundShowRadio, up and coming, you know what I'm saying, radio show and building our brand. If a person like that on his level could take the time out to give us a repost, we don't want to hear it from nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Twan almost got 500,000 followers. He's on Nadas TV. He's on Trend TV and shit like that. So, you know what I mean? If a person like him could take this time out to show some love because we played his music and he reposted, you know what I'm saying? Nobody else. I don't want to hear it from nobody else, you know what I mean? Because there be people that are not even on certain levels that give you the certain, you know what I mean? Just give you this energy. So I'm just putting out a full disclaimer. I will be putting out, I work with people who are on all levels, so I don't want to be fronted on by people who are not on the same levels as people I already associate with. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep all the values and levels intact. Let's keep the appreciation to everything intact. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. SoundShowRadio news and reviews, you know how we do, right, Meka Babe? Shout out to Twan, man. I'm gonna play a clip of me playing this song, and then we're gonna move on to Jamil, and then we're gonna move on to the music. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact, right, Meka Babe? Yeah. You know how we do. This is about our news and reviews. It's about making sure people are clear of everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? That is a fact. You know what I mean? You good?
Yeah, I'm definitely good.
That's a fact. Let's go. Let's see.
That's my boy Twan Da Dude. This time we about to get into this called I Don't Know.
Yeah, let's go, man. Shout out to my boy Twan.
You know how we were always displaying the hottest indie and mainstream hip-hop and R&B from artists all over the world. You know how we do, man. SoundShowRadio every Saturday, man.
Shout out my man Twan Da Dude.
Saturday, man.
I'm showing the IG live version of me airing this record and then a little bit of the HD version.
1.9 channel, you know how we do. Once again, shout to Twan Da Dude, shout to Fly Guy Bob and EST. The joint is called I Don't Know. Let's go. Yeah, we gonna vibe out on this joint right here.
Yeah, go ahead, swag next one, man. Oh, we over there, right? I got you.
Shout out to my boy Twan Da Dude.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my boy Twan Da Dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Show you how we doing this shit, B. Yeah, I'm gonna bring back one more time so they can see the video and all of that, man. You know what I mean? Once again, shout out to my boy Twan Da Dude, man.
Just playing the hottest indie and mainstream. You already know what time it is. I don't know.
Time, B.
Big shout out to my boy Twan Da Dude.
One more
time.
time.
About to get into it's called I Don't Know. It's featuring Fly Guy Vibe. Let's get
That's
into
a fact,
this,
B. Shout to my man Twan Da Dude, man. Once again, shout to my brother Twan Da Dude from Nadas TV, Trend TV, and all of that for reposting your boy H2 of the Soundproze airing this record. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, man. This is the IG live version, then I'm gonna play the HD version.
Man, streaming through iHeartRadio, Party 1.9 channel. You know how we do. Once again, shout to Twan Da Dude, shout to Fly Guy Vibe and EST. The joint is called I Don't Know. Let's go. Yeah, we gonna vibe out on this joint right here.
Yeah, I'm about to show a little bit of the visual. You know what I'm saying? Here we go.
Shout out to my boy Twan Da Dude.
Shout out to Twan Da Dude, right, Meka Baby? SoundShowRadio news and reviews, man.
You know how we do, man. SoundShowRadio. It's playing the hottest indie and mainstream.
Alright, swipe to the out loud joint, Meka Baby. Yeah. Let's go, man.
Right here.
Radio station HD version.
Streaming through iHeartRadio, Party 1.
Now you can hear the song even louder and shit. Shout out to my boy Twan Da Dude, man.
Shout out to Fly Guy Vibe and EST. The joint's called I Don't Know.
Better watch out for the snakes at all times. Niggas trying to grind to be more time. Just believe and pray to the most high. Know I'm a dope guy. Helicopter swag in the mercy.
Yeah, we gonna vibe out on this joint right here.
Niggas live.
You know how we do, Meka Baby. SoundShowRadio news and reviews, man. You know how we do this shit, man. We having a good time, man. We having a good time, right, Meka Baby? Shit. Checking out some stuff on the tablet, man.
Niggas be getting fun. Would you rather be rich or poor? Nigga, I'd rather be rich cause I'm poor. Nigga, don't get no dough. I manifest the games in the
You know how we do, Meka Baby. That shit fire, B. My Meka Baby over there puffing by herself. It's alright. That's alright. You see my hands are occupied, alright? Who you passing it to? I don't know. You know how we do, man. I don't know. We gonna show y'all some dope shit in a minute, man. I'll show Tango who Twan with. We gonna show you some funny shit right here. You know what I mean?
Just Saturday, man.
Control that. Right, you know how we do, Meka Babes. You know how we do, man. So what I did was I came into the tablet, man. We on Nadas TV, man. Shout out to Nadas TV, SoundShowRadio news and reviews. Right, Meka Baby?
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? You see how we giving it up, man. We showing some exclusive shit today. You know what I'm saying? We definitely showing exclusive shit, man. So my boy Twan was on Come Up Miami, right? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, told you, like, you know what I mean? My boy Twan definitely one of them people that's on these networks, you know what I mean? Definitely getting busy. Shout out to my boy Twan Da Dude, you know what I'm saying? Bring back a scene, it should be right here, you know what I mean?
Doing his one.
Yeah, look at my boy right here doing his one. He a funny dude, huh?
That's a fact. Got the New York East Coast, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's from New York. This nigga Twan is crazy, B. Nigga had Tenny Key and Diamond in that scene with him, man. They bugging right here, right, me? They are bugging, man. Shout out to my boy Twan Da Dude, B. I got 2 light-skinned joints. See you out, light-skinned. Look at this nigga.
Stop playing with me, bro. She's going crazy. Going to swear to fight me and try to tell me, relax. Relax. Buggy trying to swing me. She's going crazy. Bro, this is what you want? I'm not going to do this. I'm out.
Yo, shout out to my boy Twan Da Dude. You already know, man. He's a nut, man. Yo, shout out to Nada's TV. Shout out to Trend TV and all of that, man.
That's a fact.
We just wanted to show you a little something, right? You know what I mean? SoundShowRadio news and reviews. Twan Da Dude, you know what I mean? Shout out to him. Once again, shout out to him on reposting me playing his song, I Don't Know. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Just showing people, we messing with people who are moving out here, man. We are working with people who are moving out there. We know that. We just want to make sure other people know that, because, you know, everything is kind of like so low key, and by the time people realize what's going on, it's too late. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Yo, so shout out to my boy Twan Da Dude, man. You know what I mean? That's a fact, man. Once again, from Trend TV, Nada's TV, and a few of these networks, man. He definitely got dope music out here. Make sure y'all check out his music. He's putting on dope music too. He's putting out some dope music, so make sure y'all check that out. Once again, shout out to my man Twan Da Dude. We appreciate the repost, and stay tuned for his appearance on SoundShowRadio. You know what I mean? That's gonna be dope, man. You know what I'm saying? We putting together some viral episodes is coming, man. Trust me, you know what I'm saying? We got some shit in the works, you know what I mean? That's a fact, me. So let's go ahead and check out the Jamil Peterson clip, you know what I'm saying? Let's go to that real quick, Meka Baby.
Okay.
Let's see what we got right here. We can see it easier. Let me see. Let's see what we got right here, right? Okay. So back to Jamil Peterson, you know what I'm saying?
We talking about the biggest star right now, man. You know what I mean? Right, this is crazy.
So this is a video of the day, you know what I'm saying? That we had spoke to Jamil Peterson on the phone.
So all of this Jamil Peterson. You know what I mean? Shout out to Auntie Risa, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Shout out to
Auntie Risa, I met Jamil Peterson. That was crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, me, put that on press play on that, man. That's a fact. Shout out to Auntie Risa, man. Me and Jamil yesterday, man. Look at Auntie Risa right there, man.
That was funny though, right? Jamil Peterson is a comedy, he's a YouTuber, a comedian, you know what I'm saying? Meka Baby Risa met Jamil Peterson, who is a comedy, a big YouTuber. So she messing with him, joking around with him and shit, like to get his attention. And then she actually strategically got him on the phone with us. So that was a nice move, Auntie Risa. That was a nice move. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Auntie Risa, man. You know what I mean? She definitely, you know, tried to set him up so Jamil Peterson could talk to us, and then we can possibly have him online with SoundShowRadio. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was the beginning of that, right, Meka Baby? And then what happened was, you know what I'm saying, they seen us make that video, and then Jamil Peterson and the lounge reposted this video of us meeting them and talking to them through the phone, and Auntie Risa connecting them to that day. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to, that's them right there, right? The lounge and Jamil Peterson. So, you know, let's go to the clip where Jamil says he gonna come see us at SoundShowRadio, right? You know how we do. So now we is at our platform, and now we gonna show right where Jamil Peterson, he said he gonna come see us live at SoundShowRadio, right, Meka Baby? Let's go. Let's see what clip this is.
Oh, right. You know, it's like 3 years. That's another location.
This is. We
getting it locked in. That's the same. We're not rookies with this. We got 115 after the commercial ads. That's all right. There'll be only 2 episodes in.
Yeah, man, this shit is so hot, hon. We had some good shows too so far, man. We enjoying ourselves at the Matrix Network. I mean, at the Matrix Studio Network too, man. That's a fact.
That's right. You know, it's like 3 years.
So this clip right here, what you doing?
There'll be only 2 episodes. We're not rookies with this. We got 115 episodes. You know what I mean? 115 episodes in already. You know what I mean? You know,
oh yeah, this the whole joint. I'm looking for the swipies. I'm looking for the swipies. Okay, I'm gonna go to the other side. You know how we do, man. You know how we do, man. Just enjoying ourselves. SoundShowRadio news and reviews. We gotta take the time out to show things sometimes. You know what I mean? We gotta show people what's going on, man.
Brush your ass, that's all.
Right.
Yeah, man. We got something to get. Brush your ass, that's all.
Right.
Yeah, man. We got something.
Let me swipe, so here we go, man.
Here
we go.
She was 22 years
There
old.
you go. I'll speed it up to it.
Here we go.
D-Rock, everyone else.
Let's show his face first. Me, go to the other one first.
Go to the
other one first now, me. The second one. And then we're gonna go back to the first. See? So you can see his first. See Jamil Peterson on this platform, you know what I'm saying? Doing what he do on this platform, 160,000 subscribers.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Back to it, right? I'm gonna bring it back to what he said. Shout out to Jamil Peterson once again. Mr. I Am Comedy.
So here's where he said he wants to come through and be with us on SoundShowRadio, right, Meka Baby?
One day.
Yeah, at that time he had 62,000 on that video in that day. You know, when he said he wanted to come be with us on SoundShowRadio, you know what I'm saying? Right, Meka Baby?
So before he get ready to shout out SoundShowRadio, make sure you see the type of numbers he's doing. Make sure you see the
That's a fact, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You know how we do, Meka Baby. SoundShowRadio news and reviews, man.
Right now, as you can see.
Wow. So
Here we go.
stand there and watch Diddy start them out. They'll see Diddy about ready to
Got you.
put the hands on the victims of the matter, and they will walk away and act like they
Stand up.
Got you from the baby.
No doubt.
That is horrible.
Oh.
Goddamn, the federal government is saying.
Shout out to Jamil Peterson.
That's a fact. Shout out to the hounds as well, too.
Out here in New York, some good people, man. SoundShowRadio, man. Me and my baby, we're gonna pull up on them as soon as we get
Right.
out of New York again. We're gonna do an interview. The SoundShowRadio.
That's right back to the front,
Get
huh?
it right down to what he said it, huh?
That's
So back to the first one. Thank you.
That's a fact.
And now you hear it out loud, you know what I'm saying? You see Meka Baby too on the show.
There you go. I'll speed it up to it.
Here we go.
D-Rock,
I
everyone
see
else.
Meka Baby.
You already know me.
Here we go. Jamal, bring it back to it, right? I'm gonna bring it back to what he shouted us out. Shout out to Jamil Peterson once again. Mr. I Am Comedy. Then, first of all, before we go into that, so let us see how many views that got in one day. Catch that.
You know how we do, Meka Baby. They said, who catch the 62 down? Meka Baby said, make sure you catch the 62 down, man. Shout out to Jamil Peterson. You know what I'm saying? He said he's waiting to finish the case. He's gonna come sit down with us. If that's what you gonna do, that's what you gonna do. You said it. We put it out there. We said it on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Come back around and say it right now, as you can see.
Wow. So they wouldn't just stand there and watch Diddy stomp them out. They'll see Diddy about ready to start putting hands on the victims, survival, and they will walk away and act like they did not see what just was about to go down.
No doubt.
That is horrible, and that's the same shit that the federal government been saying, man.
Shout out to Jamil
And
Peterson.
like I
That's
said,
a
shout out
fact.
to SoundShowRadio out there in New York. Some good people, man. SoundShowRadio, man. Me and my baby, man. We're going to pull up on them as soon as we get down to New York again. We're going to do an interview with SoundShowRadio, man. H2, they has the...
That's a fact.
That's right, Meka Baby. I see you, hon. I see you, hon. I see you, hon.
D-Rock, everyone else.
Like,
Yes. I see you, hon. I saw you, hon. I saw you, hon. I saw you, hon. You a little out of it, Meka Baby. I saw you. I saw you smoking on that pre. You smoking on that pre. That shit caught you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Shout out to Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. You know what I'm saying? He said that he wanted to come through with us and have an interview with us on SoundShowRadio. You know what I mean? That's what he said. That's what we said on the show. We put that out there in the ether. We put that out there in the universe. He said he was waiting for the end of the Diddy trial. That's what's coming up. So we just trying to set it up for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then it was all Captain, and it wasn't for my part. You know what I'm saying? No, so either way, you know what I'm saying, we moving forward. SoundShowRadio news and reviews, you know how we do, Meka Baby. You know what I'm saying? We are having a good time, man. So we get ready to get into 4 quick songs and close out. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. You know how we do, man. We came on a little bit later than we were supposed to, but we came on and still did what we had to do. You know what I mean? I like the news and review part so far. You know what I mean? I think it did what it was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying, huh? That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? They did exactly what it's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. You good over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, copy that. You know what I'm saying? Copy that. You know we working, man. So we're gonna get started with the SoundShowRadio news and reviews, man. No, we just concluding the SoundShowRadio news and reviews, and we getting ready to get started with the SoundShowRadio In the Scope Indie Artist Spotlight. You know what I'm saying? So today, you know what I mean, we having 2 artists that are in the scope who were on the Producer Society live stream music display. You know, who is Pazij and CK, you know what I'm saying? Pazij is from the DMV area. Shout out to Pazij. You know, I was introduced to him through Max Dollars, and I was also introduced to CK from Philly through Max Dollars as well. So shout out to both of those artists, and shout out to Max Dollars from Dramatic Empire, as well as the Producer Society, which I'm affiliated with. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get it started with a dope record, Meka Baby, you know what I'm saying? So I think I'm going to start off with Pazij joint, you know what I'm saying? This record, Live a Lie, this record is so dope, you know what I'm saying? We played it on the Producer Society live stream music display. My boy Superstars played it on his music display. And, you know, I see why. All of us, you know, as the Producer Society, we got to help Pazij promote this song because it's a fire record, man. Got to get into this joint, Meka Baby. So the first song off the In the Scope Indie Artist Spotlight is by Pazij, man. This joint is called Live a Lie, you know what I'm saying? Are y'all telling the truth right here, or you living a lie, you know what I'm saying? This joint got a crazy beat on it and all that. Shout out to Pazij, you know what I mean? Once again, shout out to the whole DMV area. You know how we do, SoundShowRadio. We display the hottest Indian mainstream hip-hop and R&B from artists all over the world, right, Meka Baby? You know what I'm saying? That's a fact, man. Wake up, you sounding dead, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we getting bent, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a fact, man. What we display, Meka Baby. So what we display then? You know what I'm saying?
The hottest Indian
mainstream
hip-hop and R&B
from artists all over the world. That's a fact, man. So let's get ready to get into this joint by Pazij, man. This joint is called Live a Lie. You know how we do, man. SoundShowRadio. In the Scope and the Artist Spotlight. Let's go. Once again, shout out to Pazij, man. Shout out to the DMV area. Shout out to Max Dollars, man. Shout out to the whole Producer Society. Let's go.
Let's do this. I'm here to snatch your soul like great head, while I'm wishing my foes would stay dead. I be living my own way, homie, I make bread. When I brought out that heat on the beat, your game fled. Real recognized, gift the gab, don't bang lead. When I'm on the stage, get the crutches, I break legs. Y'all niggas lying, it don't prove you can make beds. Talking about how they comping pies, you fake feds. Nigga, I'm just trying to speak. When you
know how we do, y'all.
People in the DMV, trying to get my plates like it's time to eat. Throwing down the gauntlet, I'll fight, dial, get haunted. Lifetime of the options, ducking me like it's hide and seek. I'll sound with the mood of anyone thinking I am sweet. I'll roll you up in your mattresses if I find you sleep. Y'all better open your ears, I'm here to stay. Your opportunity to be ignorant slipped away, yeah. Tell me, homie, do you feel alive? Are you feeling like you in the life? Like you feel the vibe? Are you feeling like you in the hive? When you trying to keep the just out your mind, like you live a lie.
Now we do SoundShowRadio in the artist in the spotlight special.
Like you live a lie, like you feel the vibe. Are you feeling like you in the hive? When you trying to keep the dangers out your mind, like you live a lie. Submarine, I'm living off of the radar. I spit around like we cocking the AR. Oops, I mean racking. I ain't one for attacking, and there ain't no love here, so don't bring me none of your racket. People look at me like I keep a gun in my jacket. Stoic mean face, so they scared because of my blackness. Think I wanna fight you 100% right. Thinking I'm a fan of life, you're 100% white. Stop the bull. Everyone's ready got them screwed high IQ. My worth, whatever I set my price to. You can take that with a grain of salt like rice food. Test of time, I mastered it back in high school. Let's go to where they want my music when that flight do. So we hope do you feel alive? Are you feeling
how we do, Meka Baby?
Like you feel the vibe? Are you feeling like you're in a hive? Where you trying to keep the DJs out your mind? Like you live a lie? Tell me, do you feel alive? Are you feeling like you live a lie? Like you feel the vibe? Are you feeling like you're in a hive? Where you trying to keep the dangers out your mind? Like you live a lie?
You know how we do, Sound Show. Always displaying the hottest Indian mainstream hip-hop and R&B from artists all over the world, man. Shout out to Pazij from the DMV area, man. That song was called Live a Lie off the Just Branding project, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Pazij, man. That was some heat right there. You know how we do, man. You know what I mean? SoundShowRadio displaying the hottest Indian mainstream, Meka Baby. You know what I'm saying? Word, man. You know how we do. So we gonna move on and play another record, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We gonna move on, play another record that from an artist that was on the live stream music display podcast and now on the Indie Artist Spotlight Special. Shout out to CK from Philly. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do, man. You know, I was checking out a few records of his project, man. CK got some heat, man. Shout out to CK from Philly. Once again, he was on a live stream podcast with us. With the Producer Society, him and Pazij, man. That's why I'm playing two of their records. You know what I mean? So shout out to CK from Philly. You already know how we do. We display for the hottest Indian mainstream hip-hop and R&B from artists all over the world. You know what I'm saying? That is a fact. You know how we do, man. So the second record off the In the Scope Spotlight Special is by CK, man. This joint is called a Redeem Team. You know what I'm saying? You already know. I think he has someone also featured on this record, man. This is a hot joint right here, man. That's who we are, man. We the Redeem Team, man. Let's go. SoundShowRadio. Once again, shout out to TK, man. Shout out to Philly. The whole Philly, you know how we do, man. Displaying the hottest Indian mainstream hip-hop and R&B from artists all over the world.
I need you, cause this is what I'm green chasing like core, a nigga been thorough, yeah, heat snapple and the Snickers. I told this beat the other beat is my beat, the show had the blueprint too, so call your sisters your business with me. Beats made, but only talk with them squishes. Sensitive thoughts, y'all need hugs and kisses. Ain't gonna pause that, no, it's never did it. It's a cold and ugly world, it's never pretty, and that's exactly why I only need a few.
We doing good, Meka Baby. We almost done.
How you keep them outside of the castle, you know the most. Y'all can swim with the gators. I don't need favors. It's only one God. I don't need saviors. When you trapped in your own mind, don't need cages. See that? With it. Collision. Redeem Team, huh? Let's go. Look, catch me outside, go bottles in the section, shit up on my mind. My nigga wrestler, never took losses. Only game left as you grinding. Stay 10 toes, they respect it. Lately I've been focused, fighting on my best shit. Dealing with this pain, still counting all the blessings. Just was in the field, now I'm coaching like I'm left with. I killed these niggas hooping, now I do it with this rap shit. It's a King's introduction on that intro with Max. All you gotta do is loop up the soul and I snap. Pushing rock like Maxie, trying to get to the rack. Just grab me a KD and threw it inside the back.
No record deal, but a nigga been side to the track. I don't party if I can't get inside with my gat. And the clip hold 30, that's inside of the mat. All white Cutlass Supreme, but the inside is black. Attachments for the rat, you got a beam and a switch on there. Time moving fast, I can dread you when he's switching gears. First time I tried to cook coke, that shit disappeared. Had the heat up too high, fucking up the kitchenware. A bunch of rappers in the room, call it the rhyme house. I had 5 cars in front of my mom's house. That's when I took the crime route. I had it down.
Shout out to the Matrix Studio Network, iHeartRadio, Party 101.9 channel. SoundShowRadio shit. Whether we at the station or at what, Meka Baby? at the home station. That's right, man. Sound Show. We display some of the hottest Indian mainstream hip-hop and R&B from artists all over the world. You hear the fireworks outside, man. You know what time it is, B. We get busy. Shout out to CK, man. Shout out to the whole Philadelphia. You know what I mean? That joint was called Redeem Team. You know what I'm saying? That was hot right there, man. You know what I mean? That shit had a vibe to it, right, Meek? You know, I think it's time to go, you know, Soundproze and Blak Cz The Gospel, man. You know what I mean? I think that song just needs to be highlighted again for the indie artist spotlight, because we just aired that song on Sound Show Season 13, Episode 2, right? That's a fact, right, Meka Baby?
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's a fact, you know what I'm saying? Abdul really likes this song, man. We might have to feature this song in an up-and-coming film or TV series or something, you know what I mean? People say it has a really good sound to it, you know what I'm saying? You know, this track is produced by CJ and myself, H2 for Soundproze Productions. You know what I mean? It's featuring my boy Blak Cz, man, and it's also featuring me talking on the intro and the outro of the song, you know what I'm saying? Song turned out to be a classic, nigga, babe, you know what I'm saying? That's a fact, you know what I'm saying? That's a fact, you know what I mean? The song turned out to be a classic, right? You know what I mean? The Gospel by Blak Cz, man. I thought you was gonna like that. I gave it to you for a reason. Thought you was gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Gospel by Blak Cz, man. Soundproze featuring Blak Cz, man. This joint is a fire record, man. We getting ready to get into that and show the visual, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not like a video, it's just like a visual of us in the studio after we recorded the record type of thing. You know what I'm saying? But this was a dope indie artist spotlight already. Meka Baby with the 2 songs we got. Yeah. And then we're about to add a few more, and then we'll be good to go, man. Because the news and reviews definitely did what it was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a fact. We showed a lot of stuff. We talked about a lot. You know what I'm saying? Once again, you know what I mean? I'm on my Soundproze side now. This ain't SoundShowRadio. I'm on Soundproze Productions side. So make sure y'all check out Soundproze Production and my channel, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check out the Soundproze Production channel as well, you know what I'm saying? That is a fact, man, you know what I mean? It's my channel for me as a producer, just like I have a channel for SoundShowRadio, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a fact, man. So we gonna get into this record, The Gospel by Soundproze featuring Blak Cz, man, that's a fact. You know, this is a dope record right here, you know what I'm saying? Look at me and Jack Thriller too, hon, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Check that clip, you know what I'm saying? Me and Jack Thriller, you know what I'm saying? Word. Yeah. Let me play this clip real quick, huh? For the people, it's 1 minute and 37 seconds. You know what I mean? It's still a part of the tonight's special event, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look. Shout out to my boy Jack Thriller.
Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy H2, Soundproze Productions, man. The streets of Harlem, man. To my man Jack Thriller.
Yeah, what's happening, man?
This is 50.com.
This is 50.com, exclusive G Unit, man. And I'm over here with my dog, man, like here. If you ain't messing with his beats, man, what is your life about? Your shit sound crazy.
Man, I appreciate that, Thriller, man. I appreciate that, man. That's my dude. He's definitely working hard, man.
Hey, dog, when I drop my whack ass album and shit, I'm gonna get you to make me sound better.
This nigga is crazy, man. Shout out to Jack Thriller, man. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. Shout out to Jack Thriller, man. Comedian, you know what I'm saying? TV personality, internet personality, and all of that, right? Meka Baby, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jack Thriller on that, man. You know what I mean? He's on the intro of the Soundproze compilation with me. He's on the second intro of the Soundproze compilation part 2 as well. You know what I'm saying? Nice. So stay tuned for that. You know what I'm saying? You know how we doing, Meka Baby? You know what I mean? 2 more songs and we closing out, man. That is a fact, man. You having a good time?
I'm there, for sure.
That's a fact, man. As long as we doing what we need to do, I'm having a good time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because as far as putting in work, nobody's going to put in work for you. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you make shit happen for yourself. You know what I mean? You be able to be happy about it later. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nobody's going to put in work for you but yourselves. You know what I'm saying? So let's never forget that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to make nothing happen for us, but we make happen for ourselves. The same way we built SoundShowRadio. Nobody made that happen for us. I made that happen and we made that happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we just got to continue on to hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Continue to represent, continue to be creative, continue to bring some of the dope guests, continue to display some of the hottest indie and mainstream. You know, continue to do the things that we do that make us who we are. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
That is a fact. You know what I mean? We appreciate everybody's support and all of that, right? That's a fact. We showed a lot of stuff today too, Meka Baby. So a lot of stuff in the news and reviews too, you know what I'm saying? So let's start off with this joint right here. We're gonna start off with The Nerve by Blak Cz, and then we're gonna go into the gospel, you know what I'm saying? This is a small, like, little clip of Blak Cz rhyming in the car, almost emulating the Dave Chappelle show, you know what I mean? You know how Dave Chappelle would have the artist, you know, rhyming in the car with him, you know what I'm saying, while he driving around, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to me and Blak Cz, man. We did this skit before I play the gospel. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to play this joint called The Nerve. You know what I mean? Check this out, man. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to Harlem legend Blak Cz, man. This tribute is for you, my guy.
The nerve of this nigga is straight pop up on the scene like fly-by-night success is what it seemed like. May I suggest you motherfuckers get the team right. All black know is no, I got the green light. I can score this, you know, even hit the board. You can use and abuse, cause that's what the bitches want. Make my ambitions more tangible. Fuck about the war, rather pop it all. Bullshit, that's all. It's the right, y'all, to keep your mouth running. Words to the wise, you wanna be about something. That's just my point of view, that style don't belong to you. Trying to fit the image of pop, but you can join them too. 8 years later, black on the rise. Recipe, bring them back like knocked on the fries. Time to times with the sidewalk to Harlem with a call and an outline to talk where the problem is. That's the Harlem is. Killers still anonymous. Features on the project list. Back at apartment stench. I'm trying to live on the fruit of my accomplishments. Look up my confidence, the world about to conquer it.
You know how we do, right? You know how we do, Meka Baby, SoundShowRadio, man. Shout out to my boy Blak Cz, man. That was a little audio skit of a song called The Nerve, produced by me, H2 for Soundproze Productions. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to my boy Blak Cz, man. Like, you know what I mean? Definitely miss my boy Blak Cz, you know what I mean? We got a dope project that we was getting ready to release before his untimely pass, along with a song that he was going to do with Fred the Godson and Loaded Lux. So we were not able to manifest all of that due to what happened. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That definitely, you know what I'm saying, was hard for me to deal with, having to go to my boy Blak Cz's funeral as well, you know what I'm saying? But that's how come I hold it down and always continue to play some of the dopest songs from him, because he has some of the hottest songs from an independent artist, you know what I mean? That is a fact, you know what I mean? So I always hold it down for him, Meka Baby. You know how that goes, man. You know what I mean? That's a fact, man. We always got to represent for my boy Blak Cz. I just wanted to make sure I play that, you know what I'm saying? You know how we do, Meka Babes. What's goody, though?
Ain't nothing.
Shit, man. Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Saturday night, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then we done smoked on a few pre-rolls. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know what I'm saying? We just nicely right now and enjoying the, you know what I mean, the festivities. We did some news. We playing a couple records, you know what I'm saying? You know how that shit go, man. Timeless music definitely rang off over the weekend, you know what I'm saying? That's a fact, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to TK on Timeless Music, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
You know what I mean? So let's get into this joint by my boy Blak Cz, man. This joint is called A Gospel. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into this record real quick. SoundShowRadio news and reviews and In the Scope Spotlight Special. You know what I'm saying? This joint is by Blak Cz and me, H2 of the Soundproze. This joint is called A Gospel, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do, displaying the hottest Indian mainstream hip-hop R&B artists all over the world.
What up, Black? We back at it again. Another crazy album. This is blood, sweat, and blunt smoke. You know, we have to take it to the next level. It's time to show the world why you one of the best lyricists.
From the body, Meka Baby. Chill, you know how we do, man. You know how we do, man. Okay.
Yeah.
It's time.
What up, Black? We back at it again,
man. Scope Spotlight Special.
Another crazy album. This is blood, sweat, and blunt.
How we do SoundShowRadio, man.
You know, we have to take it to the next level. It's time to show the world
why you one of the best lyricists. From the bottom of the map, with money first, way of life, like making sure my son get tucked in before I say goodnight. You can have a flush in your hand if you play it right. Niggas pray not to be another nigga, pray tonight. Pay alike, see the bigger picture, a fixture in the business, like incorporated everything I've orchestrated.
You know how we do, man. The Magic Studio, radio, Party 101.9.
Establish myself to be a magnet. You niggas dead weight, get out of bed late. I stood on my head straight. The rest of it is history. The stuff ain't the school books. The family food hooks. You niggas see too that I get my balls in the hood book. The 16 students, the opposite of a good look. Instead of a great luck, I made it this far. Me, I came up on loud cat and jaded this bars. And they are who they are, and I am who I am. So, there's really nothing else to talk about.
You know how we do, Meka Baby. SoundShowRadio. In the artist spotlight.
So, there's really nothing else to talk about. So, no respect for us to talk it out. Yo, the game, it's going back to that real hip-hop music. Real artistry, lyricism, structure, concepts. We just here to carry on the torch of hip-hop music, man. Yeah. Let's go. I'm going by the name of H2, Soundproze Productions. Blak Cz H2, my girl. CTWJ music on the track.
Yeah, shout out to my boy CJ right there at the keyboard, you know what I'm saying? So that song right there was produced by CJ and myself, H2 for Soundproze Productions. You already know how we do this shit, man. That was a hot record, man. Rest in peace to Harlem legend Blak Cz. You know how we do this shit. Man, I had to always hold it down for you, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. We got so many more dope records to play for my boy Blak Cz, though. We're gonna hold it down because, you know, vocally, you know what I'm saying? Our boy Blak will always be alive, man, because he has so much hot music, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So at least you can hear his voice, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least you can hear his voice, man, and you can hear some of the most dope songs that he got, and, you know, intricate lyrics that he has. That's intricate lyricacy, as they would say. You know what I'm saying? Because Blak was heavy with the pen game, you know what I'm saying? One of the most illest lyricists out, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Well, once again, rest in peace to Blak Cz, man. So we're going to close out with a classic joint by me and TK the artist, man, off the Representing Hip Hop LP, which is our first album. You know what I mean? This is back in like 2012, man. So I'm just showing how long ago we've been putting out fire music, you know what I'm saying? Just showing how long ago we've been putting out fire music, man. This is a flashback, major flashback video, you know what I mean, off the Soundproze and TK's Representing Hip Hop LP. This joint is called Representing Hip Hop, the intro of the album, you know what I'm saying? The Representing Hip Hop LP from Soundproze and TK is available on thatpiff.com. Blak Cz's first album, the Black Print, the double CD, is available on thatpiff.com. So is the Soundproze compilation, available on thatpiff.com. Make sure y'all check that out. So we getting ready to close out the indie artist spotlight with this last record, man, by TK the artist. You know what I mean? By Soundproze featuring TK the artist. This joint is called Representing Hip Hop LP. Off the Representing Hip Hop LP, this song is called Representing Hip Hop. This is the intro off the project, man. So let's get into that, me, as we close out this special, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Representing hip hop. Yeah, man. We representing hip hop. I go by the name of H2, Soundproze Productions. We would like to present to you True, aka
true knowledge. And this is the representing hip-hop LP.
Let's go, H2. I see you, my guy.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Bringing something new to the table without a label. Unfabricated, not a dose of the fable. H2 and Soundproze and the beats is beats not. It's true knowledge, I'm representing hip-hop. Got words to a point when this joint is gon' sell. You can feel my lyrics like I wrote them in Braille. These records are gonna leave our bank accounts with commas. To be honest, I predicted this Nostradamus. We could rap and deal with, cause the streets gon' feel this. Tired of the fake, we get it, each show with the realness. It's easy and speedy to make green like TD or the easy. My style of flow would never be cheesy in your face. When the verse leaks to the human race, you don't know what cases will be misplaced without a trace. Instead of that rejection, back to the essence without a question. Detailed in every section, you know what I'm representing, hip-hop.
It's history in the making, you gotta put in a lot more work to really get to where you want. So you
know how we do, man. Video had like a little skit and shit too.
You know how we do, man. Hard work pays off.
You know how we do, man.
Let's get back to work, man. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get back on our hustle.
Shout out to TK the artist, man. On that one, that was off the Represent Hip Hop LP project, man. That joint is called Represent Hip Hop, you know what I mean? That's a fact, man. Shout out to TK. You know what I mean? Like I said, make sure y'all check out that project. It's available on thatpiff.com. Make sure y'all check out all the music available on thatpiff.com as far as the albums. Make sure y'all check out these videos available on YouTube right now. You know what I'm saying? I think that's pretty much it, man, for this SoundShowRadio news reviews plus Interscope special. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do, man. Once again, shout out to the Matrix Studios. Shout out to iHeartRadio. Shout out to Party 101.9 channel. You know how we do, man. We getting ready to close out. We had a good time, right, Meka Baby?
You know it is.
We closing out, man. SoundShowRadio. We holla at y'all next time, man. Peace.